Good afternoon, everybody. It is Thursday, November. I forgot what day it is. It is. What time is it? Crap. Sorry. My tablet. Okay. What time is it, Jeremy? Can you hear me? Okay. Jeremy can't hear me. Okay. It's 2. Is it 1, 2? I have no idea if this watch is on time or not on time now that it went back. My watch says that it's 2:20 or 2:30 or 2:40, almost 2:40. Okay. Okay. This is what I've got for you for this video is part 1, the path from feeling bad to good and good enough, discovering a new way, from how to heal yourself from depression when no one else can. Depression is not all in our head. It's not all in our body either. Depression happens in the whole self. Depression is a condition that arises from a misalignment or disconnection in your being. As I see it, depression is not the problem, it's a side effect of it. But just as depression happens, the whole self, healing does too. Happens in the whole self, healing does too. Okay, chapter 1. Why we really feel like shit even when there's no good reason. Times of feeling bad are totally normal, although many of us learned early in life to resist these feelings, which we'll fix together soon. Life brings difficulties and challenges that we meet with all kinds of emotions: confusion, grief, sadness, frustration, anger, and more. Our moods ebb and flow, our feelings change, and more. If strong feelings remain, though, and there is no trigger or reason, we can identify depression is often the label we end up with. In this chapter, we're going to talk about a new way of looking at depression from an energetic perspective. All of my insights about depression will be shared from this perspective. These do not negate any diagnosis or perspective that your healthcare practitioner has shared with you. My perspective is simply an additional and maybe new way of seeing things. I hope this chapter will help you not only find compassion for yourself and why you are feeling bad, but also give you hope that there's so much we can still do to help you together. I have a feeling I read a little bit ahead yesterday in this book, and I have a feeling that this book is going to get good. I have a feeling that I'm going to like this book a whole heck of a lot. Okay, this section is called What Depression is Really About. There are endless theories and studies about the causes of depression. While I'm not going to cover them here, what we do know now is that how we understand it is constantly evolving. One way this is true is the evolution of thinking. From our health is all in our genes to it's definitely not all in our genes. The field of epigenetics, the study of how our thoughts, lifestyle, and environment switch genes on and off, has taught us that our DNA isn't the driving force behind all that ails us. You are an active player. We used to equate the body to a machine that, when malfunctioning, had a broken mechanism. We now consider that the operator, aka you, of the machine itself, is just as important to look at. In line with the old "it's the genes" school of thought, we know our current paradigm of looking for chemical, biological, or behavioral glitches doesn't offer all the answers. Based on a trend of studies, the issue of depression is getting worse, not better, despite all the drug and therapy interventions we have available to us. I've met an endless number of people who have received this or that diagnosis and fixed it with this or that suggested solution, and still remain depressed. This was true for my own dad, who had corrected every chemical and hormonal imbalance in his brain and body with no lasting relief. But it's not all that surprising. That's because while certain gene expressions or biochemical processes most certainly affect our bodies, we also know that our thoughts, emotions, and stress play just as significant a role. The bottom line is clear. Wherever depression comes from, the way we approach healing from it doesn't always work to the degree we want and need. Okay, so that is all I've got for you for this video. That is part 1, The Path, and chapter 1, part 1. If you like this content, like this video, or comment below. I would love to know your thoughts, anything that you would like to add to this. Now, don't forget to go out there and rainbow it. Flood the world with love, peace, joy, and charity. Thank you, and have a good day.